I was hoping to never have to do another massive book haul again. I was hoping to live by the words of my last book haul video, where I was going to read all my books and then I was going to have 3 or 4 at any one time on my bookshelf, and then once I read those I'd go buy a couple more and read like that. I didn't want to have mass amounts of books waiting to be read on my bookshelf anymore, but here we are in a way. The reason I have so many books is they've been piling up since December. I got some at Christmas, I got some for my birthday. Because I hadn't bought any books in a while for my birthday, I went on a book shopping trip with one of my sisters, and then because I was in this lovely book buying haze, I bought some more at the train station on the way back to London, and then the next day I bought some more on the way to work, and then I bought some recently because there was new releases that I had been really wanting. That should be me for a little while though. I'm hoping to not buy any more until I've read at least half of this pile. And with that being said, let's just get straight into the video. So we're going to start with my recently acquired books. The first one is Obsidio by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. This is the 3rd book in the Illuminae trilogy. If you haven't heard of this series, I don't know where you've been. I'm just going to recommend picking it up because these books are amazing. The next one is A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. This is a novella between A Court of Thorns and Roses trilogy and then the next part of the series. It's short. It's not actually that short for a novella. I think it's like 200 odd pages. Like some books are actually maybe about 200 pages or just, you know, a bit more than that. But so it's not actually that short, which I'm quite excited about because I'm hoping to see new characters and the characters that are going to be in the next book. So I can't wait to read this one. Then we have my trusty series by Sherilyn Kenyon, the Dark Hunter series. This is like book 26. It's Dragon Mark. There's no point in explaining it because there's so many books. You need to pick up the first one. But again, like Illuminae, I highly recommend it. The Crown's Game by Evelyn Skye. A Light by Scott Sigler. Yes. This is the 2nd book in the Alive trilogy. I hate the cover change, but I really want to keep going with this series quickly because I really like the first one and I just want to keep the momentum in it. So these were books I got on my book shopping trip. I don't really know anything about this. I've never heard of the author or the series before, but it kind of sounded a bit familiar to a Throne of Glass series because it was a female assassin. So I picked it up. It was the first one. It was this one that kind of intrigued me, but this was the sort of prequel novellas, which again is similar to Throne of Glass. But I didn't want to just read this and then not have like the official first book, you know, to read. So I got the first book. So I'm really hoping to enjoy these. And it's called 12 Kings by Bradley Beaulieu. Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. It's terrible that I haven't read this yet. It came out last September. This is the 6th book in the Throne of Glass series. First Life by Jenna Showalter. Very excited for this one. I am actually quite surprised at myself that I haven't picked this up yet. And I Darken by Kirsten White. I think the 2nd one's already out, so I really should start reading it soon because then I can just go straight into the 2nd one, which would be nice. Half Wild by Sally Green. This one is the 2nd book in the trilogy. I guess it's called Half Bad Trilogy. I'm not sure. Another one that I don't really know anything about, Starborn by Lucy Housum. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. This was picked up on my shopping trip. So when I went on my shopping trip, I had no books in mind that I wanted to buy. I just browsed. I think it's a spaceship. That's what it's set on. These Broken Stars by Megan Spooner and Amy Kaufman. Finished this book already. One of the ones I've actually read that I got recently. Such a good book. I'm so excited to keep reading the series because it's so similar to Illuminae and it's just so well crafted. Nevernight by J. Kristoff. It's about female assassin. Love Throne of Glass, female assassin theme, so heard it recommended, got it. Continuing on with the not knowing a lot about the books, this was The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I'd heard really good things about Holly Black, never read any of her books before though, and this was one of the ones I saw on the train station, so I thought I'd pick it up because if nothing else the cover was pretty and I thought why not. This book was actually left in my work and having read the back of it I was like, yes please, I have to read this. It's called The Power by Naomi Alderman. It's about, I think, where the world is dominated by females, like females are the ones in power and control of everything, and it just sounded amazing, and I really am excited to read this because I would just love the take. I think it's going to be such a good read and so interesting. Then we have Vicious by V.E. Schwab. This was the first ever book that I ever saw by V.E. Schwab, and I don't know why it's taken me so long to get it. Yeah, I'm really excited about this, especially since I think there's a sequel that's coming out or has already came out. So yeah, like all of them. I don't know why I'm going to say I'm excited to read this one, because I'm excited to read all of them, and hopefully I'll get to them all soon. Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. I didn't really like Eat, Pray, Love. I found it a bit self-indulgent, if I'm being honest. But this sounds really good, and I think it's about inspiration for creative minds and things like that. Then we have, last but not least, Laura Bates' Girl Up. So she is the author of Everyday Sexism, which I haven't actually read, but I think it would be a great book. There is all my huge pile of books. I look at them every day on my shelf and think I need to read all those. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon.